Hi, I'm Merrick D'Amato, and welcome to a brand new Narwhal Entertainment Let's Play. Our last excursion with Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine for the PC. Axis surrender. New type bomb ends the war. Soviets grab new territory. And noted scholar digs the past by A. Ward. Dun, dun. Canyonlands. As I said, Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. American Southwest, 1947.
Time to go to work.
This is notably one of the few Indiana Jones, like the only Indiana Jones games to be a direct sequel to another game. This actually is a direct sequel to Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, which we played a while ago. It's also the first 3D Indiana Jones adventure, 3D Indiana Jones action game. Unfortunately, and slightly disappointingly, it features Soviets instead of Nazis as the bad guys we're facing. Which, I don't know, doesn't really appeal to me. Unless you lived in the 50s through 80s when the whole Cold War scare was on. More in the 50s and 60s, really. It's kind of hard to see communism as a great evil. I mean, I disagree with communism, but it doesn't really have the same timeless evil that that Nazis do. Even though, technically, Stalin was responsible for more deaths than Hitler. Yes, there are collectible treasures all around. You can collect them for extra treasure and stuff.
That thing looks whippable.
You can use the treasures to collect, to buy upgrades between levels. We're not going to be getting a lot of those. We're going to be saving up for the treasure map, which unlocks a very special bonus level. Nothing in here. I have technically played this game before, because I did a test run to get a hang of the controls and such. And I played a bit of it on the N64 when I was a kid.
Look what I found.
On my cousin's N64. I never owned this game. I have good memories about it, even though I didn't get really far. I just screwed around in one of the already unlocked levels. This is the PC version, which is very difficult to get running, but can be made to function, unlike the N64 one, which is basically unemulatable. There is some really dedicated user made retweaked a lot of stuff to make the game sort of run, but it's not quite as functional. Whoa!
Whoa.
Treasure! Ah! Water! I tried playing that one a bit. The graphics are choppy. The sound is even choppier, which is worse for me. And I do prefer the PC one to the N64 one. I think it works better. It was originally made on the PC. by LucasArts, of all people. Obviously, they own Indiana Jones, so of course they're going to be the ones making the video game. It looks very Zelda ripoffy if you play it on
What have we here?
on N64 because it has a little the item select on the C buttons. It has that on the screen. Oh, I'm playing this with a controller, of course. This game doesn't play too good on a keyboard. And if you deploy the mouse, well, you're not going to have a fun time. At all. Thing is, the mouse, you steer with the mouse, and I didn't figure out how to stop moving. The mouse controls are unintuitive, so controller it is. And like always, Indiana Jones games have some of the only platforming I actually enjoy. Some of the whip points can be a little pixel perfecty, which isn't great. Okay, where do I whip? Can't whip because there's not a whip point up there. Okay. That wasn't actually a whip point. I'm just stupid. There we go. Looked like a whip point. And up we go. You can save at any time in this game, so the level-to-level thing I was thinking of doing we won't really be doing. As in one level, one video. Because some of these levels are really short, and some of them are really long, and it'll be a little bit unbalanced. Feels good to be playing something well thought out, especially after that stupid Power Rangers game. See, everything comes into place, and everything works with itself. And we can safely grab this.
Hey.
Oh, try not to get bitten by a snake. They are poisonous. And that'll slowly decrease your health, as poison does in video games. But if you do happen to get bitten by a snake, not really a big deal. Just there are poison kits in the game, and I think you start out with one. Yeah, you start out with a poison kit, and we already have $290. Whee!
Funny how I didn't spot this before.
I saw it. It was.
If this is the prize, I'll lose my grant for sure.
Yeah.
Where are the priceless artifacts? The gilded idols? The crowns of kings?
You just found $290 worth of artifacts. That's a lot in 1947 money, dude.
Good news never travels that fast. Better get up there.
Okay, Doctor. Dr. Jones. See, here's more treasure. Here's a blue diamond for you. A sapphire.
Now what?
And ruby. So already your complaints are unnecessary, Dr. Jones. Hello. What have we in here? Al brings on our lighter.
Look what I found. An idol.
It's a Zippo, and it works a lot better than a Zippo actually would in lighting up a dark room. But we already discussed that in Die Hard, and this game's actually good. This game's actually a well-remembered classic. A lot of the jumps, like in Emperor's Tomb, are just far enough that you don't know if he's going to make it or not, but he gets on by the tips of his fingers. It's pretty effective at building tension. Alright, snake up here. You're not going to bite me, asshole. Ah, another sapphire.
Hey.
It might be a diamond. By the way, this game does have cheats, but I don't think we're going to need them on the first level. We're not that bad at games. Hey, it's a Jeep. And a helicopter.
Oh no. What now? Sophia Hapgood.
That's supposed to be Sophia
Hello,
Hapgood?
Indy. Been a while.
I'll say. What brings you out west? Some psychic premonition about the treasures I should have
Love
found?
interest from Fate of Atlantis.
My, look at these wonderful potsherds.
It's the new thinking in archaeology. Find some worthless debris, analyze it, understand prehistory. Kind of noble, don't you think?
There's an iron curtain coming down on Europe, Indy. The Russians are taking over.
I read the papers.
Want a real chance to be noble?
No.
We need your help.
Uh-huh. Who's we?
When I joined during the war, it was the OSS. Now President Truman calls us the Central Intelligence Agency.
Is that what you're up to these days?
CSI?
Soviet
Oh,
sabotage?
CIS.
Atomic
CIA.
secrets?
CIA!
Don't be silly. We've got whole battalions for that. It's my job to worry about more, unusual activity. Such as this dig site on the Euphrates River, south of Baghdad.
Babylon.
Remember your Bible? That's where mortals raised the Tower of Babel to invade heaven.
Well, you know, this does look like the ruins of Etemenanki, the ziggurat often identified with the tower.
Very good, Dr. Jones. You're looking at the brainchild of one Gennady Volodnikov of the Leningrad Physics Institute. He thinks there's some truth to the biblical legend.
Isn't he a godless communist?
He's a physicist who studies manifolds and hyperspace. Quirky theoretical stuff.
Well, what's a guy like that doing in Babylon?
Not sure. All we really know is he thinks the atom bomb is a joke.
Then why isn't the world laughing?
Indy, suppose the tower housed some deadly force no one else had ever heard of. Something as dangerous as nuclear fission.
And the Babylonians tore it down for reasons not discussed in the good book.
Exactly.
It's an amusing theory, but as you can see, I've got troubles of my own.
You don't think I flew out here from Washington just to relieve your boredom, I hope. This came from the Russian dig site.
Somebody made a mistake. This looks like part of a steam engine, maybe a locomotive from the last century.
There's no mistake. We've dated the thing. It's 2,600 years old.
Really? Look at that little wheel spin. How'd you find it?
Come on, Indy, we're the CIA. We have spies.
She doesn't look a lot like the Sophia Hapgood from Fate of Atlantis, but that was like 32-bit graphics. This is 64-bit graphics. It's kind of hard to. Did she cut her hair? I prefer the long hair, but guess we have the first returning love interest in Indiana Jones lore. This is before Marion came back in the Crystal Skull. And that's the first level. We took only 16 minutes, found 9 treasures with a total value of $460. By the way, you should be looking right now at a picture of the thumbnail with loading written across it, because it just goes to desktop and shows a black screen at this point. We're not going to buy anything, because again, I'm saving my stuff. And now we're off to Babylon, located around Iraq.
Babylon. A lot of mud brick and not much else. Why do the Russians want to dig it up?
Because they're crazy, Indy. You know this. This is kind of going to be my my last crusade when it comes to Indiana Jones games. It is the last one I'm willing to play because I don't want to do the Lego games, and the ones based on the movies aren't very good. And I'm not really, usually, with the exception of a few like Fate of Atlantis, not really a 2D game guy. Because they mostly boil down to action. Well, they mostly boil down to platformers when they're action games. I mean, I can do a game like this and a game like Fate of Atlantis in 2D, no problem. But when it gets to platforming, all that, I don't really have any interest. I'm glad that, because it's now 1947, we've followed Indy for, 12 years now. Since, because the earliest Indiana Jones thing we see is Temple of Doom. So, finally, he's accepted after Shankara Stones, The Lost Ark, and, the Holy Grail, the possibility that the whole Tower of Babel thing and the Infernal Machine and all this might be real.
The Ministerstra hereby reminds
Because you
Comrade
see enough
Dr.
ridiculous
Volodnikov
stuff at this
that
point.
socialist theory disavows the existence of supernatural powers.
Those doctrinaire apparatchiki. What is it? They think I'm out here searching for God?
Possibly. I'm just decoding the message, sir.
I'm searching for Marduk, a creature the Babylonians worshipped as a god, but he doesn't live in heaven, just on another plane.
What kind of plane, sir? Soviet or American?
Not airplane, you idiot. It's another dimension of reality. The Ethereum.
Be careful, Professor. When questions of ideology arise, they often conceal doubts about methods and results.
In Foreign Ministerstva, we're making excellent progress, all according to plan. We know the true story is waiting in the room of the tablets. That's where we'll find out what happened to the tower and to the machine Marduk inspired. We are close. It's a matter of days. And damn the ideology.
That's our villain, ladies and gentlemen. He's a crazy man who talks about other dimensions. Like, it's not heaven, it's another dimension of reality. Yes, that's that's much more reasonable. Comrade.
Quite an operation the Russians have going here. Makes me jealous. The site is crawling with guards. I better steer clear.
And that's our cue. Ow, I was going to complain about the damage they do, but it is a gun. It's it's kind of supposed to do that. Hello. Oh, that's just a big basin. Nothing in the bottom. Good to know. We can't go that way. It's so hard to smart in this game. Because my first inclination is obviously charge in pistol blazing. But they got guns as well, so that might not work so good. The revolver, though, nicely, has infinite bullets. So we're likely not going to use any other pistol. Because why would we? Ah! Spider! That's what happens when we're poisoned.
Иди сюда!
Aha!
What have we here? Some medicine.
Hey, иди сюда.
A gun.
Стой на месте.
That's not great. Let's collect their guns and Investigate their camp.
A gun.
Иди сюда!
Yeah, I think it's cheat time, because we have no health packs. Nope, run away! The invincibility cheat. Hacklet _ Marion on. Now we're invincible.
Ты опять здесь?
Do your worst, non-bulletproof man. There's a sand sifter here. Nothing really there. No treasure. What do we have down here, though? Another poison kit.
Some medicine.
Let's climb this thing.
Ты, иди сюда!
No one's coming, that's good.
Look what I found. First aid.
Take that, please.
Now what?
Thank you.
First aid.
First aid. Indiana Jones, the first responder. That's a scorpion.
Hey.
Wonder if that one's going to become Darth Vader. Haha! Probably not. That's, there's one, like, Japan-only Star Wars game that had various characters, including, well, that had Darth Vader turn into various animals when you fight him as bosses. First one, you hit him with your lightsaber, it turns into a scorpion, and you fight that. The second one, it turns into a fish. When Star Wars has its famous underwater level. One, two. Yeah, let's just say my my test playthrough, I got a little too into it.
Their trucks go right through the checkpoint. That's my passport.
So yeah, I did play I was supposed to just test out the game a bit and see how it plays. I ended up playing through like 3 levels because it was really, really fun. So I really got to investigate in here. I think there's something valuable. Another poison kit.
Aha.
Something.
Some medicine.
You never know what you might need, right? Here comes a truck. Ha! Got it in one. And they're not immediately riddling me with bullets. Why? Because we're clearly here and we're clearly not a Russian.
Uh-oh.
Barrel.
I can't pull this any further.
Oh, you're up here, Mr. Sniper. Ooh, gun. I got a long-range rifle.
A gun.
Investigate topside a bit first. Babylon. I think there's treasure up here. Hey! They just left an emerald.
Look what I found.
Well, I guess they are communists, so...
What have we here? Some medicine. Now what? Some medicine.
Medicine's good. Bullets for my gun. Russian military transport trucks. Some stuff over there. Some stairs. Take the stairs. Ah, medicine.
Some medicine. Look what I found. First aid.
There we go. We got our whip ready. Gonna need it. What, may I wonder, is down here? Oh! Is there any way out of this? Yes, there is. Okay. Ah!
Стой на месте!
What's all the way up here, I wonder? Because that area is plot necessary. I'm curious. Ha! Nothing. Fair enough. And that's all the time we have for now. I'll see you next time for more of the adventures of Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Ciao! Hi! Thanks for watching. This has been played and recorded by me, Merrick D'Amato. The art was by Rafael Agrona. You can find a link to their commission page in the description below. And if you like this video and want to see more like it, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Ciao!